My charming and fair-minded Libra friend, hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Our Libra this week begins in the quiet space between certainty and curiosity. You may notice a tug-of-war inside. On the surface, everything appears balanced, yet beneath, there's a gentle restlessness. Something unnamed nudges for your attention. It could be the feeling of not quite being at home in your own thoughts, or a subtle urge to speak when you usually remain silent. Perhaps it's a sense that you're on the edge of understanding something about yourself, but the words haven't formed yet. There's a hush in the air, as if you're waiting for a signal or a sign, though you can't say from where it should come. This tension is not loud, but it's persistent. It moves beneath your daily routines, coloring your decisions with a question. Am I ready to say what I mean and mean what I say? There is a yearning to see things clearly, to name what you've been holding back, and to let your mind stretch beyond the familiar boundaries. The Page of Swords finds you here, standing in the open but holding close your thoughts and questions. There's a sharpness to your awareness, a feeling that you are just beginning to see things in a new light. You might catch yourself observing others more closely or challenging old ways of responding. Even if you don't speak up, you notice the words you would have said. The Page's energy is not just about communication, it's about the hunger to understand. You sense that what you say and what you choose not to say are equally important right now. There may be a temptation to test the waters, to see how far your honesty can go before the world pushes back. This week, your inner world is alive with questions. Old assumptions seem less steady. You might be drawn to research, read, or listen more closely than usual. There's a quickness to your thoughts, but also a vulnerability. What if your insights are misunderstood? What if your words create more ripples than you intended? Underneath it all, there's a hope that by being truthful, you'll find relief from carrying unspoken worries. Yet the fear of disrupting harmony lingers. This is the tension you carry, the urge to speak your truth set against the desire to maintain peace. Your emotional posture is one of readiness, alert, open, but cautious. It's as if you stand at the threshold of a conversation you've been rehearsing for ages, uncertain if now is the time to begin. From this space, the week's rhythm starts to pick up. Your inner alertness doesn't remain contained, it spills into your actions and interactions. The urge to clarify or confront what's been blurry is no longer just an idea. It becomes a need. Even in moments when you try to let things rest, your mind circles back, seeking resolution. The questions you hold begin to shape the choices you make and the way you move through your days. On your path, the feeling is more intense. The 9 of Wands brings you into an environment charged with pressure and momentum. Events around you seem to demand that you hold your ground, even as you grow tired of the struggle. Maybe you notice repeated challenges, little frustrations that echo each other, making you wonder if you're being tested. There's a sense of being on the defensive, as if you are guarding something precious that others can't quite see. It could be your perspective, your boundaries, or even your energy itself. The week brings situations that call for resilience, but not just for the sake of enduring. It's as if life is asking, how much of yourself will you stand by, even when it's uncomfortable? You may feel the weight of expectation, either from yourself or those around you. There's a push to keep going, to persevere despite setbacks or misunderstandings. At times, you might feel isolated in your efforts, wondering if others recognize how much you're carrying. Each encounter, each conversation seems to ask for a little more of your patience or clarity. The friction is not only external, it comes from within too. You want to be seen for who you are, but you also want to protect your softer sides. This push and pull can leave you feeling both strong and stretched thin at the same time. Yet the momentum of the Nine of Wands isn't only about hardship, it's about the accumulation of experience, the moments when you realize just how far you've come, even if you're weary. The path this week is full of reminders that your voice matters, even if it shakes. The friction you encounter is not a sign you're failing, it's proof that you care enough to keep showing up, even when things get messy. The events unfolding around you are invitations to see yourself as capable, not just of surviving, but of shaping the tone of your days. Each small act of honesty, every boundary you reinforce, strengthens your sense of self. Your potential doesn't arrive on its own, it's shaped by how you meet these moments. The discomfort and pressure aren't obstacles to avoid, but signals that you're moving towards something important. Growth happens not by bypassing the tension, but by letting it show you what you truly need. Here, the Five of Pentacles arrives as a quiet companion, offering a glimpse of what becomes possible when you meet this moment consciously. Rather than promising relief or triumph, the energy is one of gentle recognition. You may notice feelings of lack or separation, especially if you've been carrying burdens alone. There could be a sense of being on the outside, looking in, a longing for comfort or understanding that seems just out of reach. But the Five's invitation is subtle. It asks you to look again, to notice what support is quietly present, even if it's not obvious at first. Growth this week comes from allowing vulnerability to be part of your story. When you express what you need, or let someone see the part of you that feels uncertain, you open the door to connection. The discomfort you feel is not a punishment, it's a sign that you're in transition. By acknowledging your own needs, you make it possible for others to meet you with compassion. The Five of Pentacles doesn't guarantee that every longing will be met, but it does reveal the quiet strength that emerges when you stop pretending everything is fine. In that space, you find a different kind of belonging, not because you fit perfectly, but because you are honest about where you stand. Across the arc of your week, each card weaves into the next. The Page of Swords begins with the urge to see and be seen, to move beyond politeness into sincerity. The Nine of Wands carries that energy into the world, where it meets resistance and asks for perseverance. This is not a test to be passed, but a process of discovering what matters enough to defend. The Five of Pentacles brings it all home, asking you to notice where you feel left out or unsupported, and to let that awareness soften your posture rather than harden it. Together, these influences offer reassurance. Your honesty does not separate you from others, even if it feels risky at first. The tension you feel is not a flaw, but a sign that you're growing into a truer version of yourself. In allowing yourself to be seen by yourself and by those who care, you create the possibility of real understanding, even in the midst of discomfort. There is no need to rush the process. Each moment of clarity, each choice to be honest is enough. The week unfolds in layers, and with each step you move closer to a sense of ease, not because life gets easier, but because you are less divided within yourself. You can trust that even when things feel strained, the simple act of acknowledging your experience is a form of belonging. Let that be enough. Actionable insights for Libra this week. See what happens if you name how you feel, even if only to yourself. Notice the moments when you feel left out and gently ask what you need in that moment. Try letting a small truth be spoken, even if it feels awkward. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I notice what I feel even when it's uncomfortable. My words matter even if they tremble. I let myself be seen one step at a time. I belong to myself fully and quietly. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.